What is cracking, everybody? This is Erik, the one and only Bear Collector, and today I am reviewing a game that is way too expensive to own nowadays. And that game is Hagane, the Final Conflict, or Hagane, the Final Conflict for the SNES. Now, the copy I'm holding in my hand is not an original copy, it's a reproduction. Yes, it's a reproduction of games that I bought. Is one of the lot of games that I bought for really cheap one time a while back for the SNES. But anyways, let's get back into topic. Hagane is a game that came out back in June of 1995, made by developer Hudson Soft. I can't even talk. And this game, you play as a cyborg ninja out to get revenge on an opposing clan. After his clan was severely beaten by the other clan, he was left for dead, and he was revived due to cybernetics, and mostly everything was replaced in his body except for his brain, as per the story. And so he went out to take revenge. Now, this game is a 2D side-scrolling platformer. I think that game is very comparable to Ninja Gaiden, Shinobi, the Genesis version of Shinobi. And it also reminds me of Strider, but the biggest closest game that it reminds me of is Shinobi. Basically, you go into, I think the game has 7 levels, out to get your revenge. You have certain weapons right off the bat. You have like a long chain, a sword, certain other shuriken, other objects. But the main one also that you have is a special power that defeats all the enemies on the screen. Now, the game, to me, I had beaten it many years ago, but came back when I did the video gameplay of it, and boy, was this game tough. I actually, in order for me to do part of the video, I had to save state, to be honest with you. And then there's also some parts where I kind of die often, so bear with it. But all in all, I got to a decent part of the game, like, to give you an example of the game. Now, what makes this game so freaking expensive? Well, the biggest rumor is that this, of course, the main thing is that this game came out right at the end of the SNES lifespan. It was released right at the end. They say both the Japanese copy and the US copies are very expensive. But the game, was released right at the end. However, there's a lot of rumors that one of the rumors they claim, I don't know if it's true or not, so I'm not going to deny or accept it, but a lot of the rumors that go is that this was one of the games that was available at Blockbuster. So you would only be able to purchase this game through Blockbuster. You couldn't buy it at a store. Other people say that's not true, but a lot of people say that yes, you could have only either bought it at Blockbuster or rented it out or bought a copy when Blockbuster was selling the games out or whatnot. But I don't know if that's true or not. To be honest with you, I used to see video games at Blockbuster and everything. But I never really thought of this game until much later, after I played it in an emulator originally. And then I saw that it was a fun game, I guess beat it. And then years later, much recently, a couple of years back, I bought the reproduction of the game. And I got it for really cheap, and it is a good reproduction copy, one of those copies that play on the Retron 5. So when the game is played in the Retron 5 and it's acknowledged by the console, then I consider it to be a good repro card. But yes, I play the game. it's a fun game, but boy, is it hard. So yes, I even used cheats on it. So yeah, overall, the rumors say that it's a Blockbuster exclusive. Other rumors say that the game vamped up in price after it appeared in episodes like Angry Video Game Nerd or other episodes, and they put it at the fact that it was so rare that that it vamped up interest in people, and it flooded the market to to it didn't flood the market. Sorry, excuse my terminology. It made it so rare that in the market, it went up in value. Which of course it is a rare cartridge nonetheless. One that wasn't readily available at the end. What is it with Hudson Soft in video games? A lot of their games, are very expensive and were kind of like end lifespan games. Another one I could think of that was like that was the series of Adventure Island 2. That's another game that like the last game of the series. They haven't made an Adventure Island game since, and it's one of those games that's very expensive to own too. Interesting also on the NES, the very last Nintendo game, officially the very last game, Adventure Island 4. I made a review of that game a while back. I think I also reviewed Adventure Island 2. So yeah, you guys can check those out. But anyways, fun game. Definitely emulate it, play it. If you guys like Shinobi, I think you guys will like this one. The Genesis style Shinobi, nonetheless, not the Sega Master one, but the Genesis Shinobi games. Those are fun too. But yeah, this is very similar to it. So anyways, hope you guys enjoy the video gameplay of the game. If you guys get this game emulated, if you guys find that out in the wild, an original copy, you guys are lucky if you get it for really cheap. But anyways, this has been Eric the Bear Collector. You guys take care. Peace out.